Sometimes you tell somebody something. You say like, who did you have for improv? Because you guys went to the same college and you knew of each other, but you weren't really friends, but you were like tangentially friends with people that were friends. And then when you finally do become friends, you say like, wait, did we both take improv? We both were like quote unquote funny people, aka no one. Well, I'll only speak for myself. I think that people thought you had gravitas. People thought I was like a small gangster in a cartoon, and they were like not interested in me as a serious performer. Anyway, and so you tell that person, oh, like this is who I had for improv. This is who you had for improv. And then you remind them of it 20 years later and they look at you and say, I never knew this. Yes, it's true. I had Shira Piven, sister to Jeremy Piven. She was my improv teacher in Marymount Manhattan College. And did not remember that, even though I've certainly told her it many times.
I'm sorry I didn't remember. That is a good fact, and I'm sure that I would like Shira Piven better than Jeremy Piven.
If I remember correctly, and there's nothing I like to do better than to delay what we're getting to, is to,
Yes.
if I remember correctly, Shira is married or was married, maybe she still is, married to Adam McKay, who is like Will Ferrell's sometimes the film director,
Oh,
and
yes.
Will Ferrell and him were creative partners, maybe still are. And so remember that video that came out, like when YouTube videos first became a
Pearl.
thing? That's her daughter. And I remember emailing her like, me being like, amazing. Is this your kid? This is amazing. And she was like, yeah, she's a riot.
Oh,
Um, can't
that's
get it.
wild. She's like a multi-millionaire then,
So
if
maybe
they're
we
still
should.
together. And if they're divorced, maybe
Even
she's even
better.
richer. Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
let's let's reach out to her because she is an actor. The Pivens do have like some sort of Chicago theater thing. Uh, and John Cusack was a part of it as well. Is that right?
here's the thing. I've turned full circle on John Cusack now that his politics seem to be better than I would have expected for someone of John Cusack's fame. He has always disgusted me. And my brother is a big Say Anything fan. Bless him. I love him for that. Shout out, Zach. But for some reason, John Cusack always gave me the ick. And now I think I've come full circle on him because he really has decent politics for a formerly leading man, white male celebrity, you know? It's a low bar, but I think maybe I'm fine with him now. I don't think I'm fine with Jeremy Piven, but if Sheer is willing to talk to us, then I'm fine with him.
It would not be another drop of You Might Know Her From if Anne wasn't already talking about a man that she liked and being like, you might not believe it, but we can't believe that there's a man you care about. We need like a tab on our website that's like men Anne cares about, because you constantly are saying like, this is shocking. And it's like, it's not. You have a lot of reverence for a lot of men in show business, particularly like boomers and Gen X men that you grew up with. You're like, I love Tommy Lee Jones. Surprise. I love Dabney Coleman. Surprise. I love Gene Hackman. It's like, this is not a surprise.
I think I thought I was trying to like undercut my never men with revealing a few men that I do like, but I now realize that it's gone too far. So I think 2026 is going to be the year of never men, because let's be honest, we lost both Dabney Coleman and Gene Hackman in ways that I don't want to discuss on this podcast right now, and I was pretty
Wait, how
devastated.
do we lose Dabney Coleman?
He's dead, right? Just double check that he's dead.
He's dead, but I don't think it wasn't like
It
a Rob
wasn't
Reiner,
traumatic.
Gene Hackman
It wasn't
situation.
traumatic. It's been a bad year. But I think 2026 is going to be the year of never men. So I think I need like a swear
Is
jar.
it a promise? Is it a
It's a promise.
promise? Okay.
It's a promise that here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to promise I'm never going to do it, but I'm going to try to cut down on it. And every time I bring up a man that I have something positive to say about, an actor, I'm going to put $1 in a jar, and we're going to see where we get to at the end of the year. And this is going to be the beginning of like my Spice Girls fund that I've been claiming to start for many years now. We're going to do something fun with that man money. We're going to donate it to charity, or we're going to do something that about hating men. We'll do something with the money that's fun, but please hold me to it.
Thank you so much for that. It's a great setup. So basically, we were talking about improv before because we're improvising right now. Did you get it? And so I was thinking about the idea of promises. And, it's like, were you a kid who was like, I don't like empty promises. So I feel like I don't like when people promise something and don't deliver on it. And
Correct.
so I feel like we didn't promise, but we suggested that we had a big announcement coming for You Might Know Her From.
Right.
Um, I guess in 2025. And just like, we are giving you one last thing in 2025, which is the official announcement that we have been teasing. And this podcast brings us such great pleasure, and it's how do I even say it, Anne? It's like we were starting to talk about this announcement in that late 2019. We were in the throes of planning it, and then COVID-19 obviously happened, and we have been living through it and with it and in it since then. And so our proposed live show that we had been talking about, you might know her from live, has been left in the rear view, and it is only now, as we are entering 2026, that we are here to officially, and we are promising you that we are doing a live show in New York City, baby, on February 28th, which is a Saturday at 7 p.m. in New York City at the famous, historic, iconic Laurie Beechman Theater, named after an actress, Miss Laurie Beechman. And we're gonna be ready to go full fledged. You might know her from in 2026, babe, and we need you in our little Jan Hook sidecar.
It's been like a long time coming, as Damien said, but we are nothing if not going to follow through on the things that we say to you, dear listeners. And we're so appreciative of you guys staying on the Patreon with us and coming along for the ride. Your support has been able to make this possible. So thank you to all of our patrons. Thank you to all of our loyal listeners. Thank you for sticking with us through what has been a little bit of a dry spell on the regular feed. Guess what? In addition to the live show, we will be back weekly with season 7, new actresses, new interviews, same original irreverence. But we will be back weekly in 2026. So it's really, I feel like this is a great omen. It's a great way to close out 2025 by keeping our promise to you. Pinky swear.
Lube up those little gushy ear holes and get ready for our voices to bellow through them. I'm in a quieter phase. If you're a member of the Patreon, you know that I'm quieted down. So maybe if this
This is where we insert the J-Lo's "Let's Get Loud" clip. Yeah,
uh,
Damien is on a somatic journey, and I'm really interested to see where it goes. We're both evolving as humans. There's gonna be body talk for the ages.
of
So we
course.
wanna hear from you what you want from us if you're gonna join us on the live show. We'd love to have you. Limited seating, you can go to thebeechman.com, that's BEECHMAN.com, and get your tickets now. It's cabaret seating. It's a beautiful space. And like Damien said, named after an actress. How could it be better? But I just want to flag that this club is where Joan Rivers used to try out her new material. It was like she was like a resident artist there where she would just like pop in, try out some new jokes and leave. I can't imagine anything better. It's like a theater bar, it's a theater restaurant. It's been reinvigorated in the last year, and we're so excited to be there and hopefully see a lot of your faces. I know that we've had some correspondence with longtime listeners, but it'd be great to see some of your butts in the seats.
Folks, we're nothing as a people if we don't make good on our promises. And so it is with that sentiment that I want to invite you to come to our live show. Make sure you're subscribed wherever you listen to podcasts so you can be the first to know about more you might know or from news and ready for the new weekly episodes coming to you in 2026. And also where I'd like to put my best friend on the spot and say, I believe you promised that you were gonna ride a motorcycle with me in my lifetime, and so I just wanna make sure that you remember that I will never forget, and so if I die before you, know that what I'm thinking about while I'm dying is that you didn't do that for me.
I can't tell you I think about it not daily, but I would say like bi-monthly. I do say, how can I make this happen? So know that it's percolating. Know that I
It's
haven't
so
forgotten.
scary to me, it's so scary
Oh,
to me.
it's terrifying. The older I get, the more risk averse I become, where I'm like, "Whew, even driving is scary. No wonder this is how people die." Then the longer you live, if you're lucky enough to live long, it's getting dark here at the end of 2025. The longer you live, the more horrible things you are able to witness. But guess what? I'm going to turn that on its head and say, like, the more beauty, the more joy, the more weirdness, the more extravagance, the more simple, the more beautiful things you get to see. So I'm hoping that we're going to bring that energy into 2026, and I will work on it, Damien. And
Maybe your
mind you,
brother or my
no, I'm
brother,
not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you how I'm gonna make it happen. That's You're not a
we
part of
could
the
each
planning.
be in a
Damien,
sidecar,
you're
and
not part of the
then are
planning
we
party.
if we're both in a sidecar, that would be kinda fun.
I'd feel better in the sidecar if we had a professional driving. That is true.
Okay, if you know of anyone who has a sidecar and a
And a
motorcycle
motorcycle license.
license, let us know. We will hire a photographer to take photos of us, and we will release those photos of us in a car.
Full helmet. I'll get a new leather jacket. I'm gonna wear leather pants. I'm gonna have a whole actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna go old-timey. So I'm gonna get those old-timey goggles. Do you know what I mean? That, like, people would wear on motorcycles, like a
Yeah,
big
like
goggle,
Maxwell Caulfield in Grease too. I'm gonna dress up like Cha Cha Di Gregorio, and I'm gonna have a handkerchief as we start. I
cleavage
also
out.
imagine us
Yes,
like being like in a parking lot at like your high school, a former
100%.
high school. Like
I
I don't
the
want to go anywhere else for real.
No, it's not gonna be anywhere on the East Coast. It's definitely gonna be in the Midwest. It's gonna be in mid-Missouri, and we're gonna make it happen. Trust me, I've been thinking about it. So, folks, if you're able to make this happen in New York City, and this could be our entrance to the Laurie Beechman, that would be
Oh
incredible.
my god, honestly, wow. And then we gotta get a camera crew so it's like
Yes.
Sunset Boulevard. So we're getting off the sidecar and walking down the
This is what the Patreon would pay for. You know what I mean? If you become a patron, this is where your money goes. This is what we're thinking of. Folks, we love you so much. I
love
can't
you.
tell you how grateful we are for you. Damien, I love you. Ronette, I love you. She's curled up behind Damien in his apartment. We're so grateful for you. I hope you guys are having a cozy, good end of 2025. And we wish you a happy, joyous 2026, whatever that looks like for you. And we hope to see you in February. Love you. We'll see you so soon.